Well, we've had a little bit of movements in the charts overnight, some ups and downs, and we started off today on a red note, and it's not surprising why. We are actually seeing bears and shorts bet huge in the market right now. We have some cautious buying going on. Obviously, the market is just preparing for what's going to come tomorrow and the next day. And what I do want to talk about is what the expectations are for that. I want to show you guys just a few things going on here and just make sure everybody's prepared for what might be coming. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So during the course of the evening and into the early hours of the morning, we had some ups and downs. We actually came down, we touched 78 cents, we bounced off of our 20-day moving average, actually ran all the way back up to 81 cents. So that was kind of some fun volatility for anybody that was awake overnight or for overseas money. And this has been quite a small relative candle so far as we're waiting for US money to wake up and make their decisions for the day. And I swear if US money decides to do what they did yesterday, all right, that's not what we want to see. But I'm not surprised that we're getting this movement in the charts because what we're seeing right now, like I was talking about, is huge betting against the market. Now, first of all, we're looking at BTC. We are actually green. We're right on the edge of this trend. We're trying to prep for our next leg. What's interesting about this is Ali Charts actually posted that the next Bitcoin top could be at 149,679. Now, this is the cumulative value days destroyed, the bottom and the top. And you guys can see that BTC tends to come up and touch this top trend as it goes on its extensions. Coincidentally enough, when we look at BTC, 149K is right here in this cluster that we're talking about in terms of M2 liquidity. So that might be the path that we are about to rip on, all right, or about to rip towards, okay? Obviously, there's no guarantees or financial advice or anything like that. But what I will say is there is some cautious buying taking place from institutional money. We actually had $157 million worth of BTC bought yesterday on the institutional side. BlackRock was $147 million of that. Some outflows, some inflows from others. That's kind of what we're dealing with. On the Ethereum side, we've actually extended that Ethereum inflow day to now, cumulative day is now to 17. Geez, I can't speak. $65 million worth of inflows. Again, BlackRock was the only one that bought yesterday. And this just shows us that a lot of retail right now is just sitting on that fearful side. They're not really doing a whole lot. They're just, some people are capitulating. Some people are nervous about what tomorrow and Friday, tomorrow and Thursday can bring. And I'm not really surprised. And of course, we are having bears and shorts prey on that fear. In fact, we're looking at ADA and other assets in the crypto market, huge betting right now. For example, 8.5% imbalance to the short, or 8.5% imbalance to the short side in terms of ADA. I will say over the last 24 hours, we have had $5.86 million worth of longs wrecked just in terms of ADA alone. Pretty sizable liquidations going on around the crypto market. And this is what we've had happen during that time. Massive short interest push right in here on top price. Frankly, if BTC gets a little bit poppy today or tomorrow, you could very easily see liquidations to the upside. Same thing here in terms of ADA. Big leverage filling in just above here. It's not as concentrated as it was in terms of the longs there, but it's slowly but surely filling in. And if price hangs down where it's at, like 79 to 80 cents as the day progresses, wouldn't be surprised by a lot of leverage filling in right on top of there, trying to push things down. Okay. Now, again, the big thing that's going to trigger everything tomorrow is the Q2 GDP report. It's not even the Fed meeting. It's the Q2 GDP. And right now, expectations for this report are that we're going to come in somewhere around 1.4, 1.5% growth. So bigger growth than we had in Q1, but still kind of modest growth overall. Now, obviously, a weaker GDP report is good for us getting to interest rate decreases. Right now, what would make the charts a lot of fun is if we just crushed expectations in terms of this report. If we came in at like 3, 4, 5%, you would just see shorts probably get obliterated on the way to the upside. That'd be a lot of fun for us. Wouldn't be fun in terms of getting to, again, interest rate decreases. The Fed would very easily then do no interest rate changes. but that's kind of where we're at right now. What I will say is in terms of the charts, again, ADA just putzing around above its moving averages, kind of floating in this 78 to 85 cent range. We did actually get a little bit of a bearish flip across most of the market. We saw the daily stochastic RSI actually flip back below the signal line. We're kind of doing this putzing around thing like we've done several times before. Now, understand that sometimes this has led to drops. Sometimes it's just meant we've been sideways, right? For example, we were doing this, where was that? There's another spot in the charts here that I wanted to reference. Kind of right back here in October of 2024, where we were just, flipping and going sideways, bouncing between basically 33 to 35 cents, not making much in terms of movement. So we're still kind of showing this pressure building in the market. And it's a question of now, do we, again, get something to trigger and flip and cause us to make these liquidations? Does it cause bears to just get absolutely smoked once again? Just to show you guys, last 24 hours was $176 billion in daily trading volume. So again, slightly lower than what we were seeing last week. Greed index sitting at a 63, almost on the verge of neutral here, which this has been a fairly decent reset around the space. Kind of needed, actually. So that's all I got for you guys. We'll see what the day brings. Again, tomorrow's going to be the big one. So appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.